And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. On play action, it's Carr. And going deep for Hill. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, Kaepernick. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
To throw is Kaepernick. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Throwing his Kaepernick on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, it's Kaepernick. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A really nice return all the way up to the 40, but hold everything. The flag down. You see it on your screen. This one looks like it's going to come back. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the draw, it's Nwangu. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? It used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
And he'll be stopped right. At midfield. From midfield, here's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr with a give to Murray. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Those defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the run is Nwangu.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Carr.
That's complete to Tony.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Murray. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That's out quickly to Bateman.
give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it a second down. Here's Kaepernick. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Kaepernick. Here as he's taken down.
Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack.
On now is the Packers punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Hill on the return. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Oswald good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Play action. Now Kaepernick rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Kaepernick.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. Touchdown, Packers!
Rashad Bateman
With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Play action. Now it's Carr. Flush to his right. And finding the tight end Hooper.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, They'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Kaepernick going to throw.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 19. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a play fake. Carr sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Flushed out right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
6 yards left on second down.
Now Kaepernick.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Kaepernick now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Kaepernick will try again on second down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Now the Bengals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he fires one incomplete.
Drew Sample, the intended receiver.
Second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise, but there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Kaepernick now on first down.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Rashad Bateman
with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game.
And the Packers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for two.
It's a run with Akers.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by two more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It's caught by Hooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Carr's throw into the hands of Hooper.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
But that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So that'll back him up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. On play action. Now Carr.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now Carr, got to have this one.
And that'll be caught by Tony. And he is going to be out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the marker. And they will fail to convert here on fourth down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Curtis Samuel, 76 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr, he'll buy some time right. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a 1st down. Carr now on 1st down. His throw here's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
give left side here for Nwangu.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.